Hey guys, I'm doing a repair on CTS water line. I had to accidentally put a kink in the line, and because it's high pressure line, that kink could blow out. Here's what the kink looks like. First thing I did is take these razor cutters, boom, and cut it. The next thing I'm gonna do is take one of these inserts. CTS uses these stainless steel inserts. And so what I do is I just take it and put it right in there until it buries. Okay, so let me pause the video. I'll take you to the next part. So that's a CTS fitting right there. It's a brass fitting. It's a pressure fitting. And what that stainless steel insert does, if I can get this on there without one hand. Anyway, I'm gonna have to pause it, but I push it down and it automatically stops. It gets ran in as far as it'll go, and then it can't go anymore. I want to show you the inside of this real quick. There's a nylon washer. That washer has to be in place. The other thing that's very important, should you be like me and get curious and take them apart, is if you can see that, it's kind of beveled on one end. That bevel has to face in the line to right there, so that when it mashes into that, it actually goes in there, okay? So make sure if you take it apart that you get that nylon washer and that rubber grommet in there exactly the way it goes, or you'll have a leak, and that's not cool. So what I do is I take this piece, this end that threads off, and I pull it back with the grommet and the nylon washer inside, and I push it in until it stops, and then I thread it onto the other piece. That way it makes a good seal, and I know that those ends are butted together, because if you don't get it all the way in, it'll leak. Ask me how I know. Now the last thing you do before you test it by turning on the water and seeing if you have pressure is there's these little bolts here that run through, and that crimps this neck, this collar right here. And that crimp provides an additional layer of security. Now it should stay together because everything's pressure fit, but you crimp it on both sides with that collar and it should never ever come apart. So I just went up to the water main and turned it back on. As we can see, that thing's dry, nothing coming out of it, so that we know we have a good union now, and I can continue with the rest of my excavation. We're gonna excavate over here, boom, put that thing inside a pit. That's just what we call them, a sump basin with a lid on it, so that there's a master shut off for the house, and they don't have to go all the way up there if they need to turn the water off should there be an emergency. Somewhere over here we're gonna place that pit. But anyway, that's how you do CTS. I just use that little razor knife. Feel free to drag me in the comments all you want, but I use channel lock pliers because when we're out in the field, like I need durability, and I also need things to just keep working, and the grit that gets in there doesn't affect the channel locks. Good nice screwdriver to drive those things home. I don't do this all the time. This is part of a bigger job, but you can install a water line. It's not too incredibly hard. The CTS fittings are pretty easy. The water line, as long as you don't crip it, is easy. It's not too expensive. The most expensive part is getting a hold of the excavator and doing the excavation, or getting the trencher, but anybody can do this stuff. Anyway, that's a quick view into how you do CTS plumbing. I think that's copper tube standard or something. I don't know. It's water line is what it is, high pressure water line. Anyway, hope you guys are enjoying this stuff. I'll talk to you later. Bye.